Super Mario Advance 4 is a game I have a lot of nostalgia for. It was one of my favorite games growing up. So I was super excited to see that it was coming to Nintendo Switch Online so I could relive my favorite version of Mario 3. I knew there were some secret levels that you could only play via the e-reader, which I never had. So I was excited to get to play these lost levels for the first time. And yeah, I know these levels are on the eShop on the Wii U, but that won't be a thing here very soon. So I thought it would be a fun idea to do a challenge run for these new levels, so let's see how far I can get in World E without pressing left. The first of the 38 levels here is Classic World 1-1, which is just a remake of 1-1. It can be beaten pretty easily, but hey, we can see Mario do a sick flip. The next level is Classic World 1-2, which is a remake of 1-2, go figure. Just don't do this on accident and you'll be okay. Don't do this either. But after that, we can make it to the end of the level without pressing left. Next up is Classic World 1-3, just guess what this is based on. Once again, you can beat the level by just pressing right. Classic World 1-4 is also easy, not much to be said. And now we're at Classic World 2-2, which is the last of the SMB1 remakes. It's just another hold right to win, not much to be said with these remake levels. So let's get into more interesting stuff. Just don't soft lock yourself at the end of the level. The first completely new level is Wild Ride in the Sky, an auto-scroller with platforms to jump on. It's pretty easy to not press left as long as you're careful to dodge all the bullets. But yeah, the rest of the level isn't too bad. The next level is Slidin' the Slopes, a fairly straightforward level with lots of slopes to slide, as the name implies. Just make sure you don't fly into this pit here and you're good to go. This is Vegetable Volley, which features throwable veggies from Mario 2 and also charging chucks for some reason. This part can be a bit tricky since it's hard to cancel your momentum to grab a plant, but you can make it across. Also just do a big jump here and you're good. This level is Doors Plenty, a ghost house stage, which usually don't go well with no left presses. Our only option here is to go into this door, which, yeah, have to press left here. No other choice. Oh well. So sadly no, it is not possible to beat World E without pressing left. But let's keep going to see how many levels are possible. Many more shameful left presses later, we can beat Big Boo at the end to clear the level. Next up is Bombarded by Bob-ombs, a painfully slow auto-scroll stage. Just don't soft-lock yourself again by trying to get into the pipe. The second half is another painfully slow auto-scroller, but they just had to throw in a mandatory left press at the end for no reason. Thanks, level designers. Another left press. Whatever, Boom Boom here is easy as usual. Next up is Magical Note Blocks, a vertical looping stage with note blocks. Also included seems to be another mandatory left press. I know you can clip through these note blocks in Mario Maker 2, but I couldn't get it to work in either game. I know I've seen speedrunners do it. So unfortunately, one left press later we can finish the level, after climbing these weirdly placed note blocks. Next up is the old Switcheroo, which has you run through blocks before a P-switch runs out. It's pretty short and can be beaten without pressing left. Next is Piped Full of Plants, which features a ton of piranha plants. It's very difficult without pressing left since it's really hard to cancel your momentum. If Switch Online didn't have the rewind button, this probably would have taken hours. But yes, it is possible. It might just take a few tries. Up next is Swinging Bars of Doom, which has a bunch of fire bars. I brought in a frog suit to damage boost past this otherwise unavoidable Boo. The only other concern is fighting two Boom Booms at once, but it's still fairly easy. This level here, Parabeetle Challenge, might be the hardest level in the whole video that is also 100% possible. Like I said earlier, it's basically near impossible to cancel your momentum. So you either slide off or have to keep jumping until you slow down enough. After dozens of failed attempts, I finally made it to the end of the level, safely. Musical Trek is just another hold right to win level, so that was easy. Armored Airship can be a bit tricky, since you have to make it across these lifts that you have to jump over, but you can make it across. The Lemmy fight is pretty hard, since unlike in Mario Maker, Lemmy's balls actually hurt you. But we can beat it without pressing left, despite this issue. Also subscribe if you want, I don't know. This level is Ice Dungeon, which the name implies could be a huge cave with lots of left turns. Oh, it's really short actually. Next up is Sky High Adventure, a really long level in which you have to climb up this huge tower and get past a bunch of obstacles, and oh, you can just run past it. And the level's over in like 10 seconds. Cool. We're halfway through the 38 levels now, so I thought I would swap to Luigi so that he gets some love, because Luigi needs love. Anyway, this level is Sea to Sky, an underwater level that also has the Cape Feather. It's smooth sailing up until this part. You're getting chased by these fish, and you have to press left, unfortunately. We can avoid pressing left during the cape part by timing our jump, but the damage has already been done. This level's still impossible. Next is It's a Shoe-In, which starts with having to run over more P-switch blocks. But then we arrive at this section here. That question block has to be hit to get a Goomba shoe, which is needed in order to beat the level. We also have to get past these thwomps so we can reach a pipe to the end of the level, so that leaves another level impossible. Next up is Slip Sliding Away, not to be confused with the Mario 64 level. Don't go over like this and you can make it into the pipe. There is this weird auto-scroll section, but you can still get past it easily without pressing left. What level are we on now? I don't know. This level is Ice Cubed. Another ice level will surely go great, right? Actually, yes, it's completely easy. We can even do this because Luigi's jump height. These Boom Booms never stood a chance. Next is Puzzling Pipe Maze, and uh-oh. Looks like a maze level. That means left presses. Yeah, oh well, just jump over the top part and don't screw yourself. A towering tour starts off with a snake block section. It turns left at one point, but it's so close to the end that you can just jump off. The second half of the level is another looping stage. Wonder how far down we can get down this tower.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Well then, another impossible level. And this part sure isn't helping either. The next level is Castle Dash, which is highly reminiscent of a speedrun level you would see in Mario Maker. You can just hold right to win on this one. Moving on. Rich with Ropes starts off with having to climb this vine, which would require pressing left to get to usually. But we can take advantage of the slope here to slide left. But forget about getting any further than that, since a left press is needed to make these jumps off these ropes here. I swapped back to Mario because Luigi's jump wasn't working for me. Vexing Doors is another ghost house stage. We have to press left to get past this big boo here so that it opens up the stairs to move on. Even if I came in with a power-up to damage boost through, it wouldn't matter because we have to go in this door. The fight against the boss at the end is also really difficult to beat with no left presses. I don't know why they made this one boo super fast, but it's not really helping. Caped Escape is basically another cape flying tutorial level, but you need to press left to use the cape so that this level is impossible. It's way too far to jump it. Groundwork features the sand blocks that you can dig down. Just time your jumps and digs with the enemy's movement so you can make it past. As long as you can time it right, you can make it to the end. And Aqueous Adventure features fire bars underwater, because that works somehow. If only the level designers gave us some mercy, since there's another forced left press here. Which really sucks, because it's right below the pipe that leads to the goal. This is Bowser's Last Stand, which for some reason is not the final level. I'm wondering how these cheeps are coming out of the lava. And don't screw yourself here, you'll just get Kaizo blocked. You have to go over the blocks instead. Also, painfully wait while this Magic Koopa takes a sweet time opening the path for you. And for the last part, good luck beating Bowser without any left presses. It might be possible if you come in with some power-ups, but I wasn't able to do it when I made my attempts. So I had to press left to beat the boss. This is Koopaling Confusion, a nighttime airship stage. It's another short and easy level. The name checks out here because I'm confused why Ludwig died after one hit. Bowser's Airship 1 is the first half of a multi-part airship stage. Seems fine, but then the screen starts scrolling left. We weren't able to get much further than that, sadly. This level is also impossible. After beating Boom Boom, we can finish part 1 and move on. Bowser's Airship 2 starts off in the same room, which I thought was a nice touch. But we can't get very far since we need to enter the pipe on the left. The rest of it is fine until we reach the Bowser fight. Again, it might be impossible to beat it without pressing left, but the level's still impossible anyways. Alright, 3 levels to go. Airship's Revenge is just another easy level here. The only problem is the Morton fight. I think I can probably beat it if I had power-ups, but I couldn't do it as Small Mario. No Time to Dawdle is just a very short speedrun stage. You don't even need to stop holding down the run button. And the final level of today's video is Treacherous Halls, a level where you have to bounce off of a bunch of enemies. Just time your jumps right and take advantage of the momentum and you're good. One more Boom Boom later and all of World E has been beaten. 38 levels in World E, I was able to beat 24 of them without pressing left. That number can probably be brought up if you have a healthy supply of P-Wings and other power-ups. Levels I weren't able to beat are listed here on the right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.